Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 2 of the Unpacked Podcast with me, Toby, and once again, I'm joined with Jack. Hello Jack, how are you today?
Oh, hello Toby. I am absolutely fantastic because this coming week, we've got some exciting new releases, haven't we?
We have, and that of course is the theme of today's podcast. So we're going to be having a look and having a little discussion about some of the things we know about some of these upcoming releases this week, which of course are the Match Attax Extra collection for 2020-2021, and of course the much anticipated Panini Euro Adrenalyn XL kickoff collection for, of course, the now delayed Euro 2020. So what do we know so far, Jack? Let's kick things off with what do we know so far about sort of the collections.
Well, we know that both of them are being released on the 18th, so Thursday. So they're going head-to-head, Topps and Panini here. Obviously, Panini released pretty much the exact same set last year, which was brilliant. It was a brilliant collection. I think we both collected it. But it's completely redesigned, new kits, etc., different players. So it's not going to be an exact reprint, which I really, really like. I think they could have been extremely lazy when it came to this collection. They could have just, used last year's set and just redone the cards. But I'm glad they haven't. They've done a completely new job. Match Attax Extra, on the other hand, is shaping up to be the best of the best trading card collection of the year. It could well be. There's some really big innovations, so to speak, from what we know so far. I think you'd be safe to say you agree with that, wouldn't it?
I would 100% agree with that. I think firstly from a Match Attax Extra perspective, in my opinion, I think it's certainly shaping up to be the best Match Attax collection Topps have released since only having the Champions League license or the UEFA competitions license. I think
it's nowhere near Adrenalyn XL level. I don't think yet. I don't think it's there.
Yeah, there's still a way to go in terms of, I think, finding that balance, isn't there? And I think we'll get onto that later about what that balance is across a collection. But I think for me, there's some, as you say, some nice innovation in this upcoming release of Match Attax Extra. And as you say, for the Adrenalyn XL collection, from what's been seen so far, what's out there at the moment, obviously everything, as you say, has been redesigned, and I think that looks great. And I think, as you say, it could have been really easy for Panini to just be totally lazy and not update anything, and just maybe add a few new players in and roll out what they had before. But they've taken it all back to the drawing board, and I think they've upped the game again. I really think they have with that collection. They've improved on last year's one, which was difficult in itself to do. So yeah, credit where credit's due.
I think it looks better this year as well. I'm looking at some of the cards now. We're using Football Cartophilic, if you don't know that. Great website.
Shout out to Alan at Football Cartophilic. I've known Alan a number of years, and he does fantastic work. So that's where we're getting a number of our bits of info from today. What have you got up, and what are you looking at first off?
At the moment, I'm looking at the Adrenalyn XL Euro Kickoff 2021 limited editions.
Okay.
Now, what I do like is that they've ditched the landscape limited editions they had last year, which were a bit of a pain, and there wasn't any room in the binder to fit them in anyway. So I'm guessing it'll be the same for this year. But it'd be interesting to see if they're back to back these cards like last year. Who knows?
Tell you what though, they do look. I've just got them up myself, and they look class. They really do look
like
class.
How it's the faded gradient of blue right at the bottom, and then it's black. It's classy. It's classy. I really love it.
I kind of doubt they're going to have the matte finish to them that we're seeing here on the web. Although that would look nice. Do you agree or?
Yeah. They'll probably be rainbow forward.
They will.
If it's limited edition cards, that Panini, you know what Panini like, they'll go
rainbow.
Yeah. Make them really good quality. But I'm not sure why some of them have red writing, some have white, full white.
Ooh, I haven't noticed that.
Some of them.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah.
I'm guessing it's to do with the kit.
Must be.
But yeah, it must be to do with the kit.
Yeah, it has to be, because look at the Lukaku and the Sabitzer compared to the England players. Yeah, it must be to do with the kit.
Yeah, it's a shame if that's not the same. But there we go. Some good choices in there as well. Rashford, Sancho, Mbappe. Robin Gosens has got one. Nice. An interesting one. Kai Havertz, Leroy Sané. So Dominic Szoboszlai, the Hungarian.
Szoboszlai? We'll go with Szoboszlai.
We'll go with João Felix, of course, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably the go-to card in this collection, him and Mbappe, would you say?
Yeah, probably. I think the one thing that I suppose we've got to be wary of, we're talking about the limited editions first, it's just the way it's rolled. But for those listening from the UK, for example, and that maybe aren't that familiar with how some of these adrenaline releases work across Europe, this collection will have been designed centrally in Italy. The Premier League collections, they get designed by the offices in the UK. And this means that for this collection, there isn't too much input from the UK office into what's released in the UK. Am I right in saying that, Jack?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, which means that all the cards across Europe will look the same. However, each different country will have a number of limited editions released, and that sort of adds up over time, doesn't it? So there might be 10 in the UK, there might be another 15 in Germany, or another 10 in Italy. And if you're sort of someone that likes to go after every limited edition card, then you're going to be chasing an awful lot of players, aren't you?
I think, though, I think the UK might have a set amount of limited editions in this one because they've got the Tesco exclusive.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, there will still be as I said, in every country there'll be a set amount of limited editions.
But I don't think they'll be checklisted. I don't think they'll be anywhere near the checklist. I think they'll just be. It'll be like a bonus, like it always is with Panini's collections. Obviously, the Premier League one they had them in the game guide, etc. But I don't think there'll be any much mentioning of them. There might just be a page saying look out for limited editions in certain products, something like that. Which is really good because it makes it affordable, and it's like a bonus getting some of these awesome limited editions because there's no way you'll be able to get a full set of limited editions from a Panini Euro collection.
Very few people ever achieve that, don't they?
Yeah, because there's loads of exclusive cards you just never find out about. Yeah, I mean, looking at limited editions, I'm impressed. What else we got here? I'm looking a bit of the checklist now. They've gone for glow in the dark cards. What do you think about that?
I like the concept. I really, really do. What I would say about the glow in the dark cards, it's obviously really difficult to tell what they'll look like in the album, which for me is the most important thing, until you physically get your hands on the cards, because they might look really, really good in person, or they might not look quite as good. But I like the fact, and I don't think you can ever slate Panini for this, is the fact that they always try and innovate. They always try and add something new, and they'll hold their hands up and say if it doesn't work or not. But I like the fact they've tried something different, and we haven't seen this before. We haven't seen glow in the dark cards before.
They brought them into their Minecraft collection. They've brought out recently.
Okay. Interesting. Have you seen any of those in person?
I haven't seen them in person, no, but they do look good. They do look, because I think Aggie Man opened a few on his channel.
Nice.
They looked all right. I think that might have been the first time they've done that. I could be wrong, but yeah, as you say, it'd be interesting to see what it's like. Just reading up a bit more. 405 plus cards. That's a good amount of cards to collect. All the teams which are qualified now. I don't know if they probably won't be in the Britain exclusive like last year, because we know now the qualified teams for certain.
How do you feel about this? I've just seen on the checklist there. It looks like, and this again, it's only early speculation, but it looks like there'll be 192 base cards. However, there'll be 213 special cards. How do you feel about that ratio in terms of number of packs needing to be bought to get a full set? Again, we don't really know the odds and stuff, but that's quite that's going to be quite tough, isn't it? If there's
that will be quite tough. Cards. Yeah, that will be tough. I'm pretty sure a pack's £1.70 again.
I think so. Yeah,
which is on Click Distribution. I'm pretty sure it was £1.70.
Yeah, which is in line with the prices across Europe again. So they have to standardise the prices across Europe for a Europe-wide release or a worldwide release, Panini. So it's not something that's decided here in the UK. Hence the price jump between the Premier League release and that across Europe.
Yeah, there'll be 8 cards per pack.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's
not bad. But yeah, 213 special. I don't think many of the special cards would be difficult to find. I can't lie. It'll be very similar to last year, I'm guessing, with the layout they go for. But yeah, I'm looking at this. We've got 2 confirmed Euro top masters. We've got Lewandowski and Mbappe. Good choices.
Very good choices.
And I'm guessing they'll be the front 9 cards as usual. Yeah.
And of course with those as well, that was released on Twitter this week by Panini themselves, was the Tesco exclusive collector pack with a tin and a guaranteed golden baller pack as well. Oh, not golden baller.
Top Master.
Top Masters, of course, yeah, which is fantastic for UK collectors. I think that's a really nice product to have, because I'm not sure that's going to be in the rest of Europe. So that's really, really good.
Yeah, I think it'll add a bit of familiarity with it. Adrenalyn XL is now starting to establish itself as the main collectible. Really, it's got the worldwide licensings of the international tournaments, and of course the Premier League, which is solely English based, really, isn't it? So
it is.
It's good they're keeping the products from the Premier League collection, and it's good because it's a fantastic way of getting the top masters guaranteed. But yeah, so the glow in the dark cards, going back to those, are Shining Stars and Secret Heroes, which is nice. Limited editions. Okay, we've got a little bit of a limited edition checklist going on here. Quite a few of them exclusive to the shop in Germany.
3 in the UK starter pack by the looks of it. Whether that's in every starter pack or whether that's you pick up a starter pack and you get one of 3 limited editions, I don't know.
This is all early days. We don't know if this
very early days. Yeah,
real or not. Fireball. I'm sure it is. But there we go. Lovely stuff. What do we look at now? What's next? What's next on the agenda?
So I'm just looking at the card designs, and I have to say, my opinion is the Euro Top Masters are 10 times better than the Top Masters from last year's release. They just look more appealing on the eye, in my view. I've just seen the Mbappe there on the checklist. It just looks so much more appealing.
Yeah, they do look very, very nice. And I'm sure when it's all got the rainbow fall on, etc., it'll
look amazing.
Yeah, it will look really good. Especially the multiple cards, the power trios. I'm looking at the England one. See that England one?
Quite good.
Sterling, Sancho, and Kane. That's a good card.
Good card. Yeah.
They've got kits.
They're new. They're good. That looks nice.
Yeah. I think that's one of the ones which are glow in the dark.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, I like that. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, kits and Shining Stars. Secret Heroes and Shining Stars are the glow in the dark ones. You can see with Bale and Verratti.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Down the page a bit. So, yeah, as you say, I'll be interested to see what they're like. But on a whole, I'm very excited with this Adrenalyn XL Euro collection. Obviously, releases this Thursday, 18th of February. Go and get it. Might be a little bit more expensive than the Match Attax Extra release, but it's one of those quality. That's what you pay at Panini. You're paying the extra 70p for more quality, a very good collection. From what we can see. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, we'll be opening stuff from our respective channels, so do stay tuned to our channels, and that obviously the links in the description to those. What's next? Should we have a look at Match Attax Extra?
I think so. I think let's dive into Match Attax Extra. So, shall I cover what we know so far?
Talk to me.
Okay, I'll happily do that. So as we've said before, it releases on the 18th of February, at the same time as the Euro collection from Panini. We believe that there is going to be a number of different product ranges like before, so expect to see starter packs, collector tins, mega tins and multi-packs. I'm not sure there's going to be, and of course your regular packs, but I'm not sure there's going to be too much else on top of that in terms of products to go hunting. Price range, it's going to stay the same at £1 a pack, I believe. Starter packs likely to be £4.99, tins likely to be £6.99, mega tins £9.99, multi packs £4.99. So it's in keeping with what was released in September. Of course, it's had a big refresh in terms of branding, as always happens with Match Attax Extra. So there's a nice bit of green has been added to the sort of the branding that was released in September, which I really like. It makes it look really fresh. I think green in general is just associated as a bit of a fresh colour, isn't it? Really.
It does look new, which is what we want. Something
absolutely
completely new. The new designs of cards look really nice, I have to say. And there's some really interesting ideas they've gone for as well, isn't there? With the action highlights. I believe they were in last year's one, actually, the action cards, Match Attax Extra. Position switches, they're new. Position switches.
Oh, that's good. We like something. Well, I think in terms of, I really like those position switch cards, simply because they're something a bit different. It's again, we talked about, we like the fact Panini are trying to be innovative. I think we've got to give Topps credit here for trying to be innovative in something that they recognise that players don't always play in the same position at the same point in time. They can bring it to Match Attax and incorporate it in the game, which I really like. I think that's got to be applauded.
Yeah, that's nail on the head, really. Interesting, though, they've gone for baller cards. Now, that's a bit of a crossover.
It's a bit of a
between Panini, isn't it? The baller cards. But I suppose you could say the same about star players, key players, and stuff like that. But it's an interesting one. It's interesting to note. What else is there? Mega Value, that's new. It's new from Topps. Away kits are back. I love that. I love away kits. They're brilliant. Obviously, don't they score you 2 goals in the game?
Yeah, 2 goals in the game. I can't imagine they'll have changed that at all. And there's some lovely looking kits. Have you seen the top speed talent as well? I quite like those.
Top speed talent, yeah. That's Diego Costa. I didn't know he was that quick, but there we go.
I think the thing that I like about those so much is the fact that there's an actual statistic that they've taken from Champions League fixtures.
They've done their research.
Exactly, and I think it'd be good to see a few more of those with very different things. They're just nice. I like them.
The time to shine cards, I think, as we were talking about in the last podcast, it's really encouraging those rookie hunters to go for this collection, really, isn't it? Because
there was a bit of a checklist for those that I saw.
There is. There's loads of them, absolutely loads of them.
Have a little look.
Yeah, Nico Williams, Taylor Harwood-Bellis, obviously on loan at Blackburn. Odegaard, Real Madrid, who's obviously now at Arsenal. So there's a few errors in there, but obviously they must have drafted up this selection before the transfer window shut.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, there's some interesting names in there. Kubo, of course, Fosu Mensah, Reece Nelson for Arsenal. He's got one.
Interesting.
Gravenberch, yeah, going to be a popular one. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very popular little subset, I must say.
I think it's really clever because, we know rookie cards at the moment are particularly popular, and it's nice to see cards that have been, they're trying to pick up on some younger talents that might have only played a game or two for their clubs. But I quite like that. I quite like the fact that there's more cards of different players than repeats of the same card over and over again. Do you know what I mean? I think there's only one, just taking it as an example. I know how big Haaland has obviously been this year amongst collectors. I think from what I can see, there's only one card of him in this collection, which I applaud, because it would have been really easy for Topps to go, do you know what? Let's put another 4 Haaland cards in, so that we get all the Haaland collectors to jump in and open loads of packs hunting for the Haaland cards. So I think that's got to be applauded as well, that they're trying to find. Yeah. There's a bigger range of players, I think, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there is. They've added quite a few Celtic and Rangers cards as well, which is nice. So there's going to be more of a range of teams, I think, compared to the initial UK release we got. Obviously, the other collections released internationally or in Europe had a bit more of a spread. But yeah, there's definitely more of a spread of teams in this collection. Some, as you say, different names, which will be interesting when collecting it. I'm really looking forward to this. As we mentioned at the start of the podcast, this had potential to be Topps' best Champions League release.
It definitely does. It absolutely does. It is quite some release, I have to say. In terms of just what we can see from this checklist. I mean, I suppose the other thing. What's the other things that we want to sort of cover in this as we look through captain cards are back, which are always popular. It's always nice to have
hat-trick heroes. There's 2 more hat-trick heroes, Darwin Núñez and Marcus Rashford. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of other players who scored hat-tricks, but...
Giroud did, didn't he? Giroud got one in the group stage, yeah.
Well, there we go. Where's his...
Maybe it just came... It'd be interesting to see what the cut-off date for this collection was, because obviously, as you say, Celtic are no longer in European competition either, so they're in there. So, yeah, it's be interesting to see what the cut-off date is, I think.
They might have drafted this really early.
They might have done. They might have done it around match day 4, match day 5, when teams could obviously still have been in with a chance of qualifying. So it's interesting, very interesting. I think the other thing to note is, of course, as followed with some of the little releases that they did, like the festive box and stuff. The Champions League and Europa League logo now features in the corner of each club, depending on what competition they're playing in. So obviously that's continuing on from that, which is good.
I've just seen there's an Adel Taarabt baller card.
Oh wow! An Adel Taarabt. Does that make your?
I want more. I want this. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of them.
Nice.
That's a really good subset as well. We've got the likes of Salah, Bernardo Silva, Pogba, Messi, Dybala, Ibrahimovic, Lewandowski, Sancho, and then obviously Adel Taarabt. That's a good. I think that's my favourite subset of ballers. I can't wait to get my hands on them.
That's fantastic. That is fantastic.
So we run through the 100 clubs. So it's to stay Varane, Hakimi, Alphonso Davies, Upamecano. Then there's the Xavi 100 club legend, and it's a 101 card. Fantastic innovation from Topps. We love a legend, and it's nice how they've gone with someone who would have been 101 on each stat, not like in previous years would have given a striker 101.
Fantastic choice. What a player Xavi was. Real icon certainly for you and I think, growing up watching Champions League football.
Jordan Henderson there as well, Bruno Fernandes, Kai Havertz, Cristiano Ronaldo, Thomas Muller and Heung-min Son. I think they've got the choices spot on.
I would agree with that. I think there's a real good range of choices there, and we're not seeing, the same players pop up every time. I think that a lot of that is
really genuine players.
Exactly, and I think a lot of it is genuinely based on form.
Yeah. So they've really done well.
They have done very, very well.
Limited editions. There's 5 limited editions, or 6, maybe even 7 at a push. But yeah, Kevin De Bruyne, Aubameyang, Sancho, Kane, and Suarez have gold, silver, bronze cards. Harry Kane has a diamond limited edition card. We'll get onto that in a minute. And Mason Greenwood has a blue limited edition card, which is released. If we have a look at this page I found,
I believe it's on Topps.com.
I think it was. I got it found it from a tweet at Attax.
Oh, the tweet. Yeah, the tweet. Sorry, I thought you were talking about when the cards released.
Mason Greenwood is found on Topps.com. Yeah. Blue limited edition. So a Harry Kane silver is found in a Match of the Day magazine on 9th of March. Could be later, who knows. Now, do we have a little chat about the Diamond Harry Kane?
Let's have a little chat about the Diamond Harry Kane. First thoughts before we talk about
what we know,
anything we found out since. First thoughts when you saw another Diamond limited edition.
Exciting. We like the Diamond cards. Hopefully it's easily achievable.
Yeah, I think my thoughts were brilliant. I suppose they've taken on board the feedback, and they may be beginning to move away from the, totally gold, silver, and bronze across the board. I thought fantastic. Can't wait to see, more if there are more of those. And then,
what have we since found from this person who's received some of the packs and products really early? What have we found out? Talk to me.
So we found out subsequently that this Diamond limited edition is only available in the Mega Tin, where the gold Harry Kane is exclusive, as kind of like a parallel. And it's available let me find the photo, I believe it's one in every 570.2 collector tins, if my memory serves me correctly.
Mega Tins with limited edition Kane, Diamond parallel, 1 in 571.2 tins.
Yeah, I see it right there on the image of the back of the tin that I can see.
What a shame. 570 tins. That's £5,000 you need to spend to guarantee one, isn't it? Are my maths correct? Yes, it is.
I think your maths is correct. Yeah.
That is absolutely disgusting, and I hope it was a typo. I really hope it was a typo. But
500. I could understand maybe if it was even 50.
Yeah. 500 tins. Come on. I think that's absolutely foul. And if it's on the checklist, there's going to be many unhappy collectors. I think it's something like that can really just ruin everything. The whole collectors just, I can't believe it. I can't. 500 tins, Toby. I can't.
It's just too. I thought when I saw that it, and we'd seen something in between knowing how many tins it was in. We kind of got maybe an inkling from another image that we'd seen that it was going to be quite a rare card to find.
Yeah, it said ultra rare.
Yeah, and we were kind of thinking, okay, maybe that's going to be in packets as a chase card, and wouldn't that be cool to chase? We'd said to Topps before about maybe having one particular card or a series of cards that you could chase in packs that was slightly more difficult to find than maybe 100 clubs or whatever. And obviously it's a limited edition, but I thought, okay, it'd be nice to, open lots of packs to hunt down for that. And I think then when we saw it in tins and knowing the price of the tins, it was kind of a little bit, your heart sinks, doesn't it? It does, knowing that it's going to be so difficult to get hold of.
500 tins, nearly close to 600.
600, nearly £6,000. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that is just, what a shame. What a shame. For, you've done all this innovation and then you just whack it in 1 in 500 tins. I just lost for words, really. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section, and obviously interact with us on our Instagram pages. Again, links in the description. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be good to hear what other people think of that, because I think for this is only our opinion, as you say, but it would be interesting to know if other people are disappointed, other people are happy. Does it? I suppose the question from me would be: does that put you off chasing that card or even collecting the set? That would be my question to people out there at the moment. So yeah, let us know. Do let us know.
I suppose you don't have to go for limited editions, really, do you? But Topps kind of encourage it, which is the difference. And it will be really frustrating if the Harry Kane if it actually is this rare and it's on the checklist, because people won't be able to get a complete set, because that card will be so expensive, ridiculously expensive. So who knows? When we saw ultra rare, we did get slightly worried, because ultra rare is also used to describe the autograph cards, and they are very rare indeed. Those autograph cards. I think people are starting to pack quite a few of them now. They might have bumped in the release of the initial Match Attax collection with the autos. A few more of those packs, but there is something different. Another innovation: match worn shirt cards, which are positive. Yeah, this is a big positive. Most of this collection is massive positives. Absolutely. It's just a diamond card. That is literally the only letdown in this whole collection, is that diamond Harry Kane.
It is, yeah. It's the only thing that lets it down. But these relic cards, as I suppose people will dub them, they look good. They look very good.
They look very good.
Really good.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's 1 in 7 tins, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 in 7 tins, which makes them super affordable. And generally just something that people can, I suppose, crack open mini tins for. And this is a clear distinction here: mini tins. They're in the mini tins.
Yeah, so £7.
Yeah, and 7 times 5, so roughly 35 quid at a chance of a relic card. And should we have a look, see if we can see the checklist of
I'm having a look at it now. Find? Yeah. So there's some pretty big names in there. We've got Lionel Messi. There's a Messi match-worn shirt card, which I'm hoping that's not rare. It probably will be rarer than the other ones, but we've got Andy Robertson in there, Lewandowski, Thomas Muller, Tadic, Gozens again. So some really, really big names. I'm impressed.
There's a real variety of players in there. There's Lewandowski, Muller as well, Chiellini. So it's good to... I like that. I'm actually looking forward to hunting down some of these cards and chasing them and adding them to my collection, because it's different, isn't it? And we like different. We haven't seen these for a while in a Topps release. So yeah, well done Topps on this front.
As we mentioned a few minutes ago, 95% and probably 99% of this collection is positives.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just that diamond Harry Kane, which literally brings it from 99 down to probably 80. It's
just one of those, isn't it, where it's disappointing. But as you say, there's so many positives to look at. I'm
glad they haven't made the relic cards too rare. 1 in 7 is fantastic. People are going to buy boxes of tins galore, aren't they? And it's going to make really good content for us as well.
We can imagine some of the tin battles we can have now. It's just, it's
and I'm pretty sure there's signature style cards as well. I don't know how rare these are. There isn't actually a mention, because on the other ones they have ultra rare and rare. There's no mentioning of the signature style, so I think they might be quite common, maybe 1 in 50 packs, something like that.
I would think possibly even less than that. I would think they'd be bearing in mind, obviously signature style are only printed signatures, so.
So if you're unfamiliar with printed signatures, it's like the Panini Adrenalyn XL. They brought out the printed signatures, wasn't it? Aguero, Pepe, Mason Greenwood, and Abraham.
Yeah, that's the one. Well done. Well remembered.
So it's very simply exactly the same as that, except it's Match Attax. And again, the names here: Cristiano Ronaldo printed signature, Messi, Fati, João Felix, Firmino, Van Dijk, Van den Beek, Hakimi. I'm excited again.
It's a great list of players, and yeah, I don't think they will be super hard to track down. I think it depends what way Topps go, but how many is that? 10 of them there? Is it 10?
8.
8. Okay, so they might be slightly rarer than 100 clubs. Maybe there'll be one in 20 packets. I don't know, but that's fairly, that'd be fairly decent to chase.
What I like about this is that they've made it so people like us can open loads of packs, and the chances are you will find completely different cards. And if for example, if you open 2 full boxes of Match Attax main collection, chances are you wouldn't get anything to write home about, really, would you? Maybe an autograph,
if you're lucky.
If you're very lucky. Yeah. But with this, you've got so many more insert cards, and it's similar to the Euro collection, really, in that there's not many base cards, but there's a lot of special cards to go for. So I think this match, as we mentioned earlier, as we keep saying, this has potential to be Match Attax's best ever Champions League release. So if you are thinking about collecting it, I'd probably recommend this and the Euro set, of course. Euro set for the quality, etc. And
I think you're spot on there. I think we'd.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was going to say. I think we'd. Thank you. I think we'd probably recommend them both, but as you alluded to, they're like very different reasons. Panini, it's definitely the quality. The fact that it's quite a big, it's quite a big collection. It's a challenge, but it's something you can do over a period of time and enjoy.
Throughout the Euros.
Exactly. It's going to be here for a while, so enjoy it. Whereas obviously Match Attax Extra sort of comes quite thick and fast. There's, as you say, there's lots of different subsets to collect, new innovations which we really, really like, and cards to chase, which is a positive most of the time, I think.
Yeah, nail on the head. Yet again, from my colleague Toby.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But yeah, I cannot wait. This Thursday, there's going to be so much to go for. I'm really tempted to just order a load of packs online. I can't lie. Just order a load, and then I can go for signatures, autos, but it's the tins I'm most excited for, because tins usually I'll get bored of them because it's just a pack of cards, and it's usually the same old cards inside mini tins. It probably will still be the same old cards, the same old, bundle of cards. It usually is. Yeah, that's probably just my bad luck. But now you've got the chance of getting match-worn shirts. I don't know about you, but I was always more leaning towards multi-packs compared to tins.
Yeah, I think the thing was with multi-packs, there's always a chance of getting other limited editions, wasn't there? Whereas now with packs. Exactly. Whereas now with the tins, as you say, there's like increased opportunity to get different things in there, things that you don't have and won't get elsewhere, which I really like.
It's as we keep saying, there's so much good about this Match Attax Extra collection, which, it's worth writing home about. So February the 18th, 5 days time at the time of filming this. Don't know when it's going to go live, this podcast, but obviously do stay tuned. Put the notification bell on. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Music now. Go out there, go to your local news agents or supermarket. Obviously stay safe, wear a mask, and get some of these packs.
Absolutely. And I think, of course, we'll be collecting, as Jack has said earlier, you'll see plenty of openings on his channel, which is at GBW on YouTube, and of course on my channel, which is at Football Collectibles. We will be back with another podcast about these. Once we've physically got the cards in our hands, we will do sort of a review podcast talking about what we like when we've got the cards in person, maybe what we don't like, and just generally how our collections are going, really. I think that would be quite a nice one to do.
We can open a few packs on the podcast as well,
Definitely.
I think that'd be quite interesting. Maybe have a tin battle on the podcast. Who knows?
Yeah, just have a little, open and talk about the cards. That sounds good to me.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait. But yeah, should we think about wrapping things up now?
I think we'll wrap things up now. I think that's a fantastic
We've spoken about
idea.
everything we need to, haven't we? We've had a look at the checklist for both. We've I'm just so excited. I just wanted them to be out.
Yeah, I think as some point you made to me a couple of days ago when we were just having a general chit chat, we have waited a long time for, probably since October, for a pack release, a general TCG pack release, the way we can just rip open packs and fill a binder up. Nothing, we've had a lot of premium collections in between, haven't we?
Yeah, that's all we've had really, isn't it? It's all these little set releases, and there's obviously been the Match Attax Fire bundles. There's nowhere to store them. It's mate, all we've had in between October from Adrenalyn XL Plus to now is stuff you can't store anywhere, pretty much, unless you buy separate binders. So, yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. Brand new, as we mentioned. There's brand new, innovative cards from both collections. So it's going to be a real competition actually between the two collections. I have to say, I don't know which one I want more.
It's just nice, isn't it? It's just nice knowing that they're to come and we're going to have new albums to fill. And as set collectors, as we both are, yeah, it's just nice. It's a nice feeling, something to really look forward to, particularly in these times at the moment.
Yeah, spot on. But I really hope it's not a false dawn with these collections. I'm sure Panini's will be 10 out of 10 as usual because they always smash out of the park. But Topps sometimes are partial to teasing us with the checklist, and then when it comes, it's a shambles. But I'm hoping it's fingers crossed that it's good, and because I haven't felt this for a while, being this as excited from a Panini and Topps perspective. I haven't been equally as excited, but I am.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. But we will leave it there for today.
Yeah.
If you've tuned in, thanks so much for listening to us. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, whether that be on YouTube or on the various podcast, I suppose, platforms, if you like, on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I know, good word. Took me a while to think of that one. Yeah. But yeah, please do hit the subscribe button. Of course, we'd love to hear from you, whether that be in the YouTube comments or on social media. But yeah, Jack, that's it from me, and I shall say goodbye.
Oh well, see you later, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.
Bye.